The idea of a white Christmas is truly magical. Each year, snowy scenes from cards and classic holiday films fill our imaginations and set the tone for the festive season. The image of snow gently falling outside, blanketing the world in white, has become a symbol of Christmas itself, evoking feelings of warmth, nostalgia, and excitement. We picture a world transformed by snow, where gardens are covered in a soft, sparkling layer, footsteps crunch on icy paths, and snowflakes drift lazily past a cozy window. Children rush outside to build snowmen and have snowball fights, while families gather indoors, sipping hot chocolate and watching the winter wonderland unfold. But what does a white Christmas actually mean in the UK? Is it the deep, powdery snow we see in movies, or something a bit more subtle and fleeting? According to the Met Office, it only takes a single snowflake falling anywhere in the country on December 25th for it to be officially declared a white Christmas. It doesn't matter if it's a heavy snowfall or just a brief flurry. One snowflake is enough to make it count. So, even if you don't see snow outside your own window, it could still be an official white Christmas somewhere in the UK. Sometimes it's just a tiny patch of snow in the far north or a fleeting flake in a city, but it still captures the nation's attention. This surprises many people, especially those who expect deep snow everywhere, like in the stories and films. The reality is often less dramatic, but the hope for a snowy Christmas never fades. Our longing for snow is deeply rooted in nostalgia. Stories like Dickens' A Christmas Carol were written during the Victorian era, a time when winters were colder and snowy Christmases were much more common. These tales, filled with images of snow-covered streets and festive gatherings, have shaped our collective imagination. These beloved stories and traditions have linked snow with the very spirit of Christmas, making it a symbol of joy, togetherness, and the magic of the season. Even if the snow doesn't fall, the feeling it inspires lives on in our celebrations. Every year, as Christmas approaches, we watch the weather forecast with anticipation, hoping for that magical flake to appear. The possibility of snow adds an extra layer of excitement to the holiday countdown. Bookmakers even take bets on whether it will snow, and the nation collectively wishes for a touch of weather magic. It becomes a shared hope, a little tradition that brings people together in conversation and laughter. Ultimately, the dream of a white Christmas is about more than just snow. It's about the wonder, joy, and togetherness that the season inspires, reminding us that the true magic of Christmas is found in the moments we share with those we love, whether the world outside is white or not. When it comes to weather in the UK, it's no secret that conditions can change in the blink of an eye. From sudden downpours to unexpected sunshine, the British weather keeps everyone guessing, and it's a constant topic of conversation. That's why the Met Office stands as our trusted guide, providing the information we need to plan our days and stay safe, no matter what the skies have in store. Established way back in 1854, the Met Office was originally created to help sailors navigate treacherous seas and avoid disaster. Its roots are deeply tied to Britain's maritime history, when accurate weather predictions could mean the difference between life and death. Today, the Met Office serves everyone, from families planning a picnic, to airlines charting safe flight paths, to emergency services preparing for storms, and even farmers who rely on forecasts for their crops. Their forecasts are powered by cutting-edge science and one of the world's most advanced supercomputers, capable of performing trillions of calculations every second. Every day, millions of observations pour in from weather stations on land, buoys at sea, satellites high above the Earth, and even weather balloons soaring through the atmosphere. All this data is fed into sophisticated computer models, allowing meteorologists to predict not just tomorrow's weather, but also to issue vital warnings about severe storms, floods, and snow. These timely warnings help councils grit icy roads, Transport networks prepare for disruptions, and airports keep flights running safely, minimizing chaos when the weather turns. Thanks to these efforts, families can walk safely, emergency services can respond quickly, and communities can carry on, even in the harshest winter conditions. As Christmas approaches, the nation turns to the Met Office's long-range forecasts, hoping for that magical white Christmas. People gather around TVs and phones, eager to see if snow is on the way. Behind the scenes, Met Office meteorologists work tirelessly, interpreting vast amounts of data and using their expertise to give us the clearest, most accurate picture possible. Their predictions aren't just educated guesses. They're the result of rigorous scientific analysis, years of training, and a deep understanding of the atmosphere. As the festive season draws near, we all tune in, waiting for the latest update from the Met Office, hoping for news of snow and dreaming of a white Christmas. With their expertise and dedication, the Met Office remains the ultimate authority on our weather and the keepers of our white Christmas hopes. As of December 4th, Christmas is 3 weeks away, still a long time in weather terms. The Met Office's early outlook suggests a mild, unsettled pattern with weather systems moving in from the Atlantic. This means westerly or southwesterly winds bringing warmer air and making widespread snow unlikely. Temperatures are predicted to be around or above average, so most of us should expect a green Christmas. Rain showers are more likely than snowflakes, especially in England and Wales. The best chance for snow is over the high ground of Scotland or the highest hills in northern England. For most, the dream of a white Christmas in 2025 is looking like a long shot. So, what does this forecast mean for our white Christmas hopes? A mild, Atlantic-led pattern works against snow. Temperatures need to be 2 degrees Celsius or below, but southwesterly winds keep things too warm. The Atlantic acts like a hot water bottle, making rain more likely than snow. The jet stream is set to stay north, letting mild air sweep across the UK. For a cold spell, we'd need the jet stream to dip south, but models show a low chance of that. There's always a slim chance of a local cold snap, especially in Scotland's mountains. For most, though, the outlook is damp and grey, not snowy. Even if a snowflake forms, it'll likely melt before reaching the ground. Why is a white Christmas so rare? Every year, many of us dream of waking up to a magical blanket of snow on Christmas morning, but more often than not, we're greeted by green lawns and grey skies. So, what's really going on? It's all about the right ingredients: cold air and moisture. Both are essential, and they have to arrive at just the right time for snow to fall and settle. The UK's surrounded by the warm Atlantic, making it hard to get truly cold air. The ocean acts like a giant radiator, keeping our winters milder than you might expect for our latitude. We need winds from the north or east to bring Arctic or Siberian chill. These winds are cold enough to drop temperatures below freezing, which is crucial for snow. But cold air alone isn't enough. We also need moisture, usually from a weather front meeting that cold air. When these two elements collide, snow can form. If it's not cold enough, we get rain. If it's cold but dry, we get a crisp, clear day. The perfect balance is rare, which is why snowy Christmases are so uncommon. The temperature must be low all the way up through the atmosphere, or snow melts before hitting the ground. Even if it's cold at the surface, a warm layer above can turn snow to rain. This year, we're missing the key ingredient: cold air. Without it, even if there's plenty of moisture, snow just can't form or last. The Atlantic flow brings moisture, but the air is too mild. Instead of snow, we get endless rain and dampness. Instead of a cold northerly, we're expecting a damp southwesterly. This means more wet weather, fewer frosty mornings, and little chance of snowflakes. So the recipe for a white Christmas just isn't coming together in 2025. Maybe next year the weather will finally deliver that festive snowfall we all hope for. Our memories often exaggerate how snowy past Christmases were. Met Office records show widespread snow on Christmas Day is actually rare. The last truly white Christmas was in 2010, when a blocking high brought Arctic air and deep snow. That year was an exception. Most years, snow is limited or only seen in the far north. Technical white Christmases with just a few flakes have happened recently, but real snow cover is rare. Comparing 2025 to 2010, the difference is clear. Then cold air dominated. This year, the Atlantic is in control. Most winters in the UK are mild and damp, not snowy. Years like 2010 are the exception, not the rule. 2025 is shaping up to be a typical green Christmas. Our geography is the main reason white Christmases are rare. The UK's island position and the warm Atlantic give us a temperate climate, mild winters, not deep freezes. Prevailing westerly winds bring air that's too warm for snow, especially in the south and west. For snow, we need a rare switch to northerly or easterly winds, bringing Arctic or Siberian air. These patterns need a big high-pressure block over Scandinavia or Greenland, which doesn't happen every year. December isn't even our coldest month. January and February are colder, as the sea takes time to cool. By December, the Atlantic is still relatively warm, making snow less likely. Statistically, we're more likely to see snow in late winter than on Christmas Day. That's why a white Christmas is such a challenge. Our festive dream is up against the odds. Given the forecast and our climate, a widespread white Christmas in 2025 is very unlikely. While a last-minute surprise is possible, most of us should expect a mild, perhaps damp day. Still, following the forecast is part of the festive fun. Will a flurry appear in the Highlands? Remember, a technical white Christmas only needs one flake somewhere, so it's not impossible. For most, though, it's best to prepare for a green and grey Christmas. Focus on the joys of the season, not just the weather. The unpredictability is part of living in the UK. As we look ahead, it's clear a white Christmas is unlikely for most of us in 2025. But the magic of Christmas isn't about the weather. It's about warmth, kindness, and togetherness. Rain or shine, we can enjoy family, food, and festive traditions. A rainy day can make being indoors even cozier. A mild day is perfect for a family walk. Let's embrace whatever weather comes and focus on what really matters. Every type of weather brings its own opportunities for joy. So, as we count down to the big day, let's celebrate the people and traditions we love. Merry Christmas, whatever the weather brings.